Hey, Doug.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
It's cold. It's cold.
It
I'm
is.
cold.
I'll be glad when this month's over.
Yes, it's been very cold. January has been awful. At least wherever I've been, it's been cold, and I've been all over the place. So I'm ready for some warm weather. And you know where we're going to find that?
Tucson, Arizona.
In March, absolutely. So my name is Doug Yullenbrock. I am the Director of Events. This is Barb Filer. What do you do? What the hell do you do?
I manage you.
It's a lot of work right there. So we're here today. This is our second Facebook Live thing we do prior to our conventions. And usually we're really kind of goofy. And that's not really going to stop completely. But we're going to be a little bit more down to business today. A lot of stuff to talk about. Many of you have already received some information from us in your confirmation package. So we're going to go over all that stuff that you either did receive or maybe, or you're still going to receive shortly concerning the convention. The confirmation packet has all the things to get you there and to get you parked. So we're going to go through piece by piece and kind of explain what all of these things are and what you have to do with it as you get close to coming. If you get this confirmation packet, please open it. We have a lot of people who show up and never open the packet until they get there. And then what they find is maybe there's a wrong card in there or something's incorrect in what they received. So want to make sure when you get your confirmation packet, open it up, see what's in there. If something doesn't look right, give us a call and we can go through it with you or send us an email and we'll be happy to figure it out. And if you need new credentials or you need something different sent, we can get that to you before you take off. The first thing we want to talk about, and I got to put my glasses on because I can't see without them, is our confirmation guide. It's this little book, I guess about 12, 16 pages that has all sorts of information that we want you to read about before you leave. It's got directions, which is kind of like a big deal. As far as how we want you to arrive. So make sure you go through this, every page, read it all. Some of it might not be of interest to you, but I do want to emphasize there's a lot of great information in here about getting to the event, getting parked, kind of the first preview of things that are going to be happening. We have some events information in there. We have a lot of stuff in there as far as things in the area that you're going to find. What Barb is holding up now is some must-see attractions. So if you're getting there early or you're coming in, the area, these are maybe some of the things you can go visit beforehand, or even if you're staying late, maybe some of the things you can check out after the fact. Also included is your parking card. This will say exactly what type of parking you registered for. If you receive your packet, you open this up and you get one of these cards and you say, that doesn't seem like what I would have registered for. Give us a call. We'll go through your registration with you, what we have online or what we have in our system, and we'll make sure that you do have the proper parking card. On the back of this card, and most of the cards that you'll receive, is also a display and some information about how to put the card in your windshield. We don't expect you to drive, couple hundred miles with this in your windshield. But when you start getting close, if you stop for something to eat, if you are getting near the facility, try and get this card in your windshield at least. When you get to the arrival area, make sure that you get it posted in your windshield. So our parking team knows what kind of parking you are looking to get, and they can sort you the correct way. Because what you'll do is you'll come in and they will tell you to get in different lines depending on what type of parking you have. So make sure that this is in your windshield.
You need tape.
Yeah, and you might need a little bit of Scotch tape or painter's tape or whatever to put to get that up there. I would suggest painter's tape so you don't leave any adhesive on your windshield. We also have a date of entry card. Now this confuses a lot of people, but it's really very simple. that is the day that we expect you to arrive. You can come in later, but you can't come in earlier. And we'll get to some early arrival information in a little bit. But right now, this is the date we are expecting you to come in. For the majority of people who are coming to the event, it's going to be Monday, March 18th. We'll have some folks coming in a little bit earlier who are doing either advanced crew or some member staff things, or they're volunteers, or they have some other special responsibilities. The majority of folks coming to the event will be coming in on this day.
Also on the back, it has instructions.
Right, same as the parking card. We will tell you how we want you to put this in your windshield so it's best viewed by our parking crew. We also have, and Barb will show a few things. We have some other cards that kind of go along with this. Some special cards for advanced crew. If you're disabled, you get a special card. What are some of the other ones? There's a few other ones that if you get this card, it'll show you on the back where you need to put it in your windshield. So just kind of follow those directions that are in the back of those cards. If for some reason you didn't get a card and you thought you should have, again, give us a call, 800-543-3622, convention@fmca.com. You can email us as well, just so we can get that kind of straightened out before you show up. It's a lot easier for us to take care of this stuff ahead of time than when you arrive and you're ready to get parked and all of a sudden, for some reason, something's not right. You get frustrated. Maybe some of the people you're working with get frustrated. It's much easier to take care of it now. If you get everything in your windshield, it's all looking right, you're comfortable, parking team knows where you're going, you can be parked in, a matter of 10, 15 minutes, no problem. But like I said, make sure that something don't seem right, let us know. We'll be happy to work with you and make sure that everything is correct as you're arriving.
Volunteers. Our volunteers will be given a golden V, so there'll be instructions where to put that on your windshield or window as well.
And you will receive instructions about what days. Most volunteers either come in on that Sunday, the 17th. So if you're an activity cart driver, if you're trams, if you're security, if you're a maestro, you'll come in on the 17th. All other volunteers will come in on the 18th with the rest of the family members who are arriving. What else we got?
Looks like towing.
Okay, we have everyone gets one of these. Now, what this is for your towed or your towing vehicle. So if you're pulling a car behind the motorhome, or you're driving a truck and you're pulling a fifth wheel or a trailer, this is the card we want you to put on your rearview mirror that will allow you to get in and out of the grounds without any problem. So make sure you take this, put it on your windshield, or put it on your rearview mirror, so it's there all the time. I know some people, we give it to everybody. So whether you have a towed car or not, you're going to get one of these. That's what that's for. For those who have passports, you're going to get a card like this. So if you get a 4-day passport, you're going to get one of these. This is your entry into the grounds, and then you also get your badges, which gets you into the facility. That'll get you into the parking area, which is just to the east of the public gate. And instructions for that are in the confirmation booklet that we talked about earlier. Another thing that we want you to put in your windshield is this QR code. We initiated this probably about three or four conventions ago. When you get parked, please make sure this is in your windshield. We tried doing it when people were coming in and tried scanning them when they were arriving. That didn't work out so great. So what we're doing and what we've gone back to is we need this in your windshield so that when you get parked, our parking team can come by, scan this, and then we know where you are. This is our location code thing. And what it does for us is it tells you what spot you're in, where you're at, so that if we need to find you for some reason, we can pull your name up. It'll show us exactly where you're at, and we can come talk to you. Or maybe we're there and we're saying, who is this? And we can scan this and we can figure out who you are. And then we can get in touch with you if for some reason you need to come back to your RV. So So something new. We've done a few years ago. It's worked out fairly well. We're still tweaking here a little bit at a time, but it really does work as far as helping us find an RV or attendee when they're out in the field.
And your name appears on this card. So for some reason you have somebody else's name, get a hold of us.
Yes, please do. When we do hand pack all these packets, so there are on occasion a mix up. Maybe somebody's working on one packet, somebody's working on another, and somehow they get exchanged. So make sure that your name is on that QR code, because we're gonna basically, when we put that in, we're gonna say this is you, and it is gonna match your registration. Now, what Barbie's gonna show us now are your badges. For the most part, folks get yellow badges. We do have some other badges that people will get. Some are green, some are blue, but for the majority of people, they'll get these badges. This is your ticket into the grounds, into all the activities. Please wear these as anytime you come, anytime you're coming into the grounds, you need to be wearing these. Our security folks, while they won't kick you out, while they won't, necessarily not allow you to do things, they will remind you that you do need to wear your badges. And if for some reason you continue not to wear your badge, then we'll be asking you some questions about why you're not wearing them. If you need to get new badges, please come over to the info center. We can take care of getting those for you.
First timers guide.
Barb says this is the first timers guide. I like how she announced that. If you are a first timer, and I hope we have a lot of first timers viewing this today, this is just a little, it's not long, it's not involved. It just gives you some basic tips, some information about your first time coming to the event, what you should expect, kind of some of the things you should maybe do ahead of time. It's not difficult. We're not asking you to do a whole lot. We do give some suggestions for maybe some seminars to visit. We certainly, we talk about our first timers orientation. We talk about some of the other things that we do special for first timers. So take a look at that. You also, as she was showing there, get this card to put in your windshield. That way the folks on parking team know that you are a first timer. You're not maybe sure exactly what you're supposed to do. You haven't done this before, so they should maybe take a little bit more time dealing with you if need be. So please put this in your windshield just so our parking folks know that you are a first timer. Also, if you are a first timer, you're going to get these red ribbons as well to put on your badge holders. We do supply our first timers with these plastic badge holders when we send out your packets. If you have a different type of badge holder, if it is fabric or it's something else, please do not try to put the first timer ribbon on that. It will not stick to it. You need to either put that down inside or put it in, or fasten it some other way. It will stick to these nice little plastic ones, but it won't stick to fabric ones. So just understand that, or you're going to be coming back to the info center and looking for another ribbon.
And if you didn't get these in your pack, these are difficult to mail. So we only put them in the first timers. But if you didn't get these, we'll have them at info center. Just come pick some up.
Yeah, if you need the plastic badge holders, you don't have a lanyard or anything like that, we have these. Come visit us. We'd be happy to get you some. What is next, Barb?
Wait, walkabout. Oh, mention the mentors a little bit.
Yeah,
for the first timers.
Yeah, we do have a program, and it's evolving. Our past president, Rhett Porter, is doing some different things to hopefully make this mentor program even more accessible and more helpful for our first timers. So what our mentors are, or basically they are folks that have been to these conventions before. They've done it. They kind of know how to get around, what things you need to be doing, how you need to be doing it. So we ask these folks to volunteer their time and their expertise, I guess, in going to conventions to help you. I think Rhett, what his plan is to have some mentors trained, and they're going to be contacting first timers just to see what kind of questions they might have ahead of time, and to also maybe meet them on the grounds and kind of give them some basic help when they arrive. So there'll be more information coming out about the mentors program, as we get closer to the event. But I know Rhett's in the middle of working this, and I'm sure it's going to work out really well for both the mentors and for the first timers who are going to receive their help.
But the mentors will be having a walkabout for you, 11 to 3.
That's right.
On the grounds, and you'll meet at a certain area, and you'll be told, and then they'll be in big white buttons with the word mentor on them. So,
and this will be on Tuesday. So you'll arrive on Monday, and basically we have you come in. All first timers come in on Monday, so that they can get acclimated to the grounds, to the facility, to where everything is located. And that's part of this walkabout thing we do. And as Barb said, it's on Tuesday from 11 to 3. And basically what it is, it's a little guiding tour. Now, Tucson grounds aren't that large, so it'll probably take no more than a half an hour to walk around the grounds and find out where everything takes place. We're starting these tours from the windmill in Central Park. When you get your grounds map, you'll be able to find that fairly easily. So what you want to do is just come over at any time. They'll put you in groups of people of 10 to 12 people, and then you'll take a brief walking tour around. If you are disabled, we usually have some 6-passenger golf carts that we can put folks on as well that kind of do the same thing. But, for those who need the help, can take a ride around in that golf cart.
Yeah, the hours are 11 to 3. It's not that long of a tour.
No, it really isn't.
Just minutes. So.
But come over anytime between 11 and 3, and they'll get you in groups to take you around. All right. Now, for those, everyone, okay. Bonus bucks, right. Everyone will receive one of these bonus bucks in their packet. That is for your use at the exhibit hall with any of our exhibitors. So, please take advantage of that. It's basically free money for you, $5. So please take advantage of that and use those things with our vendors. What Barb's holding up now
Ladies' luncheon
is a ladies' luncheon ticket. So for those ladies who have signed up for the ladies' luncheon, you're going to have one of these in your packet. If you did not get one of those, and you should have, please let us know, and we will make sure that one is mailed out to you or is in a will call when you show up. We only have 350.
We are sold out as of today.
As of today, we're sold out.
But
so
we'll start a waiting list.
Right. So what she just said. We'll do that. All right. What else? What else are we looking at? Are we done?
We finished the packet, I believe.
Kylie, have we finished that?
Yes, you got everything in the packet.
Kylie says we are done. So we may move on to other things.
Yes, we can.
If you had any questions about your confirmation packet, what you received in it, as I mentioned earlier, anything, let us know. 800-543-3622 or Kylie, convention@fmca.com.
She's so good.
She's faster than me. She reads my mind. Sorry. I'm sorry.
We've done this enough
I'm sorry.
times.
You have to be in my mind like that. It's not a safe place, quite honestly.
Souvenir's passport. So now we're at sort of. Should we take a few questions, or would you
I
like
think
to go a little bit?
we should take some questions because we actually have quite a few, and for some reason my mouse isn't working. So hold on a second. There, now we got it. All
I'm
right.
start with Angela.
All right, we have several people who said hello. So good afternoon to
Hello,
all.
everybody.
Angela said we just joined a couple weeks ago. We are newbies.
Hi, Angela.
Angela, great to hear. Welcome. And then Rick asked, can we get the confirmation packet online or at the gate? We hit the road next week and have not yet received our packet. Rick, what we'll do is if you do not receive your packet by the time you leave, you let us know. We'll make sure there's a packet waiting for you at will call. There will be, I'm thinking in a week or two, we're going to be sending out an email to all of our will call folks that will have basically everything that we just talked about in the confirmation packet, except for your badges and parking cards. So you'll receive the confirmation guide. You'll receive a bunch of that other stuff to help you get there. And then when you arrive, you'll get your full packet with all the other stuff in it. So please let us know either, the number or the convention@fmca.com that you didn't get it by the time you left, and we'll make sure we have a packet waiting for you and we'll call.
I can also post the materials in our attendee Facebook group. the confirmation guide, I can post that.
Okay, it'll be. She said in Facebook she'll also have that information posted.
And it's posted on FMCA.com Information Central.
Right.
They're all up there too.
Sam is on there. Hello, Sam. Good to see you. Packets have been mailed last week. Was it last week or week before?
And
Last
this week.
And this week. So your stuff should have been mailed already. I know you are advanced crew person, so you should have gotten your stuff. At least it's in the mail. If you haven't, give us a call and let's find out why you haven't.
If you're advanced crew though, and you're in will call, Doug will have that for you when you get there.
Is the guide available for downloading for those of us getting on? It will. I don't know if we have it out on Central yet, Info Central yet, but the guide will be out there. We'll make sure that all information for will call is posted on the FMCA website in the Information Central location. Jim has asked, can we request a parking preference upon arrival? Jim, I'm not sure what you mean for that. You should have registered for parking already. So whatever you registered for is what you will receive as far as parking. So I would need a little bit more clarification about what you're asking for when you talk about that. So if you can either email us or if you can put it back in here, maybe a little bit with a little bit more information, I'd be happy to answer.
Sam says, thanks. Hi, Sam. Is the first guide mentioned available for downloading and for picking up our packets at will call? Judy, we're going to email everything out to you and have access to it on February 8th if you're in will call. We're just going to get one more mailing in, and then we're going to email all will call people with everything. Again, it'll be on Facebook, and also it's on FMCA.com in Information Central.
I think some of the questions probably came before we explained some things, so we might be going over things that we've already talked about. Angela asked, will there be parking available for Class A 45 feet? Yes. If you have an RV, we park any size RV. So if you have a Class A 45 foot, yes, you will certainly have a parking space without any problem. Let's see. Gerald asked, can we come in on Tuesday instead of Monday? The answer is yes, you can. As I mentioned earlier, if you have whatever your arrival date is, that's the day we expect you to come in. You can always come in later. Now, if you are interested in coming in earlier, we do have early arrival. It costs $40 a night to do that. So if you would choose to come in early, you can either park in the welcome area for free and dry camp, or you can get parked in your final parking spot for $40. Roger Donnelly, who is our parking chief, him and I and a couple other folks were out in Tucson last week, and he wanted me to kind of relay that if you have full hookup parking, and we have a number of people who were able to get full hookup parking, and you would like to come in earlier, he welcomes you to come in either Saturday or Sunday. If you would like to, of course, it is the $40 early arrival, but he'd be more than happy to make sure that you get parked right away if you come in either Saturday or Sunday prior to that Monday arrival date. Let's see, does the QR code going to go on my truck or Trevor trailer? We would like you to put that on your trailer in a window or someplace that hopefully in Tucson we don't have to worry about rain, but somewhere where it can stay dry if it is going to get damp out. A window would be great if you have a window either in the back or the side that the folks can fairly easily scan your QR code. Let's see. Carol asked, will there be food for purchase? And the answer is yes. One of the things that is really nice about the Pima County Fairgrounds is they do have a restaurant. They have the Cantina, which is a restaurant bar kind of place where they do sell food. We'll also have some concessions near the Cantina. We kind of have a corner that we put together as our main food area. So yes, there will be food for you to buy. Off grounds, there are some restaurants fairly close by within a mile or two that are really easy to get to as well. So you should not have any problem finding something to eat while you're in Tucson.
There's also instructions if you have food or groceries delivered, there's a special area we'd like your delivery person to meet you. So
Yeah.
that those instructions will be in the program.
And it's right inside the Brecky gate C gate. So we'll have information in your program, on your map. It'll show where this delivery location is. Basically, they'll come there. You'll go meet them. You'll do the exchange of money and food, or however that works, and then off they go. John and Sharon Miller, is it best to sign online, or is it okay to mail in a hard copy to register? Is there a chance we wouldn't get in if we mail, as we have not yet registered? You can certainly mail in. That's no problem whatsoever. It's easier to go online. It's easiest to give us a call. So, if you want to do it right now and not have to worry about going through the online or the mail in, give us a call at 800-543-3622, and we'll be happy to take care of that.
You guys skipped a couple.
What?
Just a few. If
I
you want to
don't
go
believe
to Michelle Flores, she asked about if we're going to be posting the parking/event map.
Good afternoon.
I just see Michelle saying good afternoon, and then got it. So it's not showing up on our. I don't think it's showing up on our.
It's up on the.
Way at the top.
If you guys just want to go over really quick about that
map?
the event map will be in the welcome bag.
Yes.
Yeah, we will in the welcome bag when you arrive, and that's something we'll talk about more. You're going to get a welcome bag. It's going to have all kinds of fun stuff in it. It's going to have a program. It's going to have 2 maps that show grounds maps that fold out, show the whole grounds. We'll get you around, no problem. That'll also be included in the program itself.
We also have a question from Lori Reese Legio about arriving later and being in the arrival lot. She was up there a little bit.
She's with the ACC rally. We get to park on Saturday, but we'll arrive late afternoon Friday. She was parking the arrival lot. Yes, go follow the information. You'll be coming in gate B. Go to that lot, and our parking team will help you out there.
She said, did you do the Blair? Will you be boondocking, or is there hookups?
Angela, if you are at this point, all of our full hookups have been sold out. You can still get electric, 30 amp or 50 amp electric. So you don't need necessarily boondock and use your generator unless you choose to. That's up to you. But all of our full hookups are sold out, and we do have wait lists that we're kind of going through, but I'm not sure we're going to get through all of them. But you certainly can register for either 30 amp or 50 amp electric if you choose.
Okay.
Any more? Okay, will there be food? Is that and for people without full hookup, will there be septic pump services available? Yes, we'll have pump out service by standback. We'll also have water if you choose to get additional water. The grounds also has dump station. They have water as well if you'd like to go and move your RV to take care of that, or you can have one of these services come and take care of it for you. You'll find out information about that both on Info Central. We have information about that, and we do have information in the program, which you'll receive in your welcome bag. I also want to mention, Barb and I just today kind of finished up the program production. So within the next couple of days, we will be done with it. We still have some proofing to do and some last minute things. Hopefully by the end of this week, that'll be done, which means middle of next week and the next week, we will have the digital program available. And Kylie or Austin, who are both sitting here looking at us, will be sending out an email for you to show you how you can download it. It's really easy, and you'll be able to get the digital program hopefully by the middle end of next week that I'm looking at.
And then once all that's completed, we build the app. So then the app will be available a week or so after that.
Not that quick.
3 weeks.
It'll be
2 weeks before the show.
the app will be out probably the end of February, beginning of March. I'm hoping that we can get it out end of February, but we'll see. The app, we have to wait until the program's completely done before we can do the app. We tried doing it a different way, and we found out that our app and our program did not match the information, which is a problem. So we want to make sure that the program is completely done, and then we take that information and dump it into the app so everything matches across the board. Bob asked, is it too late to purchase tickets for the ladies' luncheon? Bob, it is, but you can get on a wait list if you want to do that. So if that's the case, send an email to convention@fmca.com or give us a call, and we can get you on a wait list for the ladies' luncheon tickets. And let's see, Debbie has asked, just join putting grandkids down. We are first timers to the rally this year, parents, members for 30 years. Debbie, welcome. I hope you enjoy your trip to Tucson, and we're going to have a great time. We are going to have a great time, and we're not going to talk a whole lot about this today, but we have some really fun things that we're going to talk about mostly on our next Facebook Live. All the stuff that we're doing as far as entertainment activities, different great stuff for folks to do while they're there.
What's the ACC rally?
The ACC rally is American Coaches, and they are doing a little pre-rally kind of thing at their special chapter that they're doing something on that day. Folks have already signed up for it. So that's what the ACC rally is. It's kind of a pre-rally to the convention. Michelle asked how many RVs have signed up so far. We're a little bit under 1,000 right now, so we're hoping we can pass that 1,000 mark and go up to, I'm hoping, at least 1,200. We'll see what happens there. I would love to see us. I'd love to see us get up to 15, but that might be pushing it. But getting over 1,000 up to 1,200 would make us very happy.
Will there be RV washing company on the grounds to have RV washed, or is there someone in the area who will do it?
We will have we will have companies doing RV washes there, and we'll have information about. You can go online and find out what exhibitors are there, and they're included in that, or there'll be information in the welcome bag or with the program and other things when you get there.
See, it's going to get that to roll softly.
Yeah, you just kind of hit
This thing.
Yeah.
Something about dirt. We will have septic pumpers and water. Is that it? Oh, that's FMCA saying that. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, Kylie.
Where is our FMCA license plate supposed to be attached? My husband doesn't want to drill into the RV. That's not a question really for convention, but I can tell you a lot of people put it on the ladder. There are ladder rack holders that you can purchase to do that. Some folks put it in their windshield. I don't blame you. I wouldn't drill directly into the RV either. But there are other solutions. And when you come to the convention, you can probably look around at other RVs and see how they have them displayed. But like I said, if you have a ladder on the back, you can certainly attach it to that. And there are other things. Some people have suction cups that they use, put it in their windows. If you have a back window, I'm not sure what kind of RV you have. You might have a completely solid back. But there are many other ways that you can do it.
Are there restrooms or shower areas on the grounds?
Yes. There are multiple restrooms. We have a couple different shower facilities. We'll have information about that in the program as well. That shows you, tells you about the hours and shows you where they are.
They'll be marked on the maps, and you'll see.
The T-shirts, which we are wearing. Barb, thank you for mentioning, not you, Barb, but this Barb. Thank you for talking about the T-shirts because we are displaying them and they are still available for sale on our website. If you go to the FMCA store, you can find it. They will not be mailed. They are to be picked up at the convention site. When you get there, you can go to the info center. They'll be packed up, and all you have to do is tell them their name, and they'll give you your T-shirts if you've ordered them. And we've also had these really cool tumblers. that have the logo and the date on it. They are really nice. They're super nice. They look great and they do well as far as keeping your cold things cold and keep your hot things hot. So if you want to get one of those, you can order those on the website as well at the store. And I'm sure Kylie will throw something up there at some point.
I think there's a deadline of February
15th or 14th.
So get your orders in. That way we can get the orders and get it shipped out to the show and have it there for you.
Yep, it'll be there when you arrive. You just come over, tell us who you are, and we'll get those to you. Michelle, she finally got
Hi.
It took her a while, but we finally got her the
Poster,
the
poster.
the booster stuff, and
Thank you.
and she did get her poster hung, and hopefully we get some more folks interested in coming.
She's been handing out day passes. That's great.
Debbie
Oh,
has
you need
asked.
more. Okay, I'll get some out to you.
Debbie has asked, are first timers supposed to arrive on Monday the 18th? Yes, we want all first timers if you can. And like I said, you come in later. But the idea is for you to come in on the 18th. That way you're not rushed trying to figure out where you're going to go. You get a chance to look around the grounds a little bit. On Tuesday, you get to participate in some of the first timer things that we do. We found that first timers who come in the day before the show starts are lost that first day. And it takes them almost a whole day to kind of figure things out. It relieves some of the anxiety of where do I need to go? Where am I going? And when do I need to be there? All that kind of stuff. How do I catch a tram? All the different things that you might be worried about. Come in the day before. It lets you kind of discover the facility without a whole lot of pressure. If you come in on Tuesday and then Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock, you want to go to a seminar and you have no clue where it's at, that's when things get a little frustrating. We want you to be able to figure out, okay, on Tuesday, my first seminar I want to go to is seminar 3. I know exactly where seminar 3 is, so I can just go straight there the next morning and not worry about it. All right. What else we got there, Barbie? Get lots of good questions here today, and I appreciate that. That's why we're doing it.
Saw an email. Okay.
We do want you. Kylie's saying yes, and Kylie is the one who puts this together. We would like you to resubmit the photo if possible. I think she can probably pull something up if for some reason you couldn't find it, but it's easier to do it all at the same time. So if you have submitted the photo already, please send that in again. We want to, for what Sam's asking about is we do a salute to service. So anyone who has served in the military or is still serving military, or, in any of the public service, police, fire, EMS, those types of areas, if you've served, please send us your photos. Tell us what you did. And we want to make sure that you're part of our salute to service presentation, which a lot of the time what we do is we put this, the last night of entertainment, we run this. In Tucson, we can't do video boards because it's outdoors. So what we do is we're going to run this throughout the event in our information center. So you can come over, check out the folks who are attendees, what they did, what they served. A lot of people that you may know, and maybe you didn't know they served. You'll see their pictures there. Some maybe more recent pictures, some maybe from 30, 40 years ago. You might not recognize them. But it's a nice way for us to thank folks who are members, who are attendees for their service. And it's become a very popular thing. We've gotten more participation each time we've done it. So please, if you did serve, send us your information so you can be included. What?
The deadline to submit is March 11th.
And Kylie said the deadline to submit is March 11th. So please get it in by then. She wants to make sure that she has everything in-house before, so she can start creating this presentation. It doesn't take her, but a couple of days to do it. So, right? It is. It's pretty intensive. It's a pretty intensive thing. So, and we do, as I mentioned, we are getting more and more people to do it. So please get your information in by March 11th. All right. Lee says we have to leave on Saturday afternoon and are parked in the general parking generator use. We'll be able to get our trailer out. Absolutely. You should have no issue. We have, when we create our parking areas, just so folks know, there are rules when you do things like that. So we have, I think the rule is you have to have 20-foot streets. We do 30-foot streets just because we know folks have larger than usual vehicles with RVs and 45-foot, as we talked about earlier, long trailers, that type of thing. So you should have no trouble getting your RV out whenever you might need to. We do ask, though, if you are going to take your RV out and then repark it, please get in touch with us so we can get some parking folks there to help you get back in. We certainly don't want you to try and back in and then maybe cause an accident or have some other trouble that that could be avoided. So if you are going to take your RV out of your parking spot but then repark, get with us so we can get some parking folks over there to help you. That's a little safety thing both for you and for the folks parked around you. Nobody wants any kind of problems, where you may either damage something, injure someone, that type of thing. All right, what else we got?
Sam's handing out day passes when she gets closer to
All right.
Arizona.
All right, that's good. Judy asked, what days are the vendors open? We open the show on Wednesday, the 20th, at 1 p.m. The expo opens. So, and then it'll run from 1 to 5 on Wednesday, from 9 to 5 Thursday and Friday, and then 9 to 3 on Saturday.
They have a question about the day passes as far as he just said he has questions. I'm assuming maybe what they're about or.
Are there extra day passes in the packets? I see a question. Day pass. What day passes are? These are things that we are distributing to folks who aren't coming to the event to be attendees. What they're going to do is they're going to come and look at the vendors and go home. They're not participating in the entire event. They're not able to go to entertainment. They're not able to go to seminars. There's a lot of things that they aren't able to do coming in on day pass. Basically, they're going to come in, they're going to look at the RV displays, they're going to look at the vendors, and then they're going to go home for the night. So we are distributing some of those for folks who we want to become interested in coming to an event in the future, who maybe want to get to become members of FMCA. So that's what the day passes are about. And there's a lot of talk about the day passes, and we're not going to talk about it anymore, but those are the reasons we are giving out day passes. Barb asked, my dad planned to be with us on the convention, but he passed away. May we submit his photo for the salute to service? Barb, absolutely. Please do so, and we'll make sure that he is honored as he should be. Mike says, so everyone coming in on the 18th are to enter gate C. No, there will be directions in your confirmation packet that says to enter gate B. Gate C is the Brecky gate. That is the gate we will have you leaving. Gate C is the gate that we'll have exhibitors come in. Our family members will bring in gate B. Once everybody's there on Monday and Tuesday, then gate B will be closed and gate C will be your in and out throughout the event. Once we get to the day when everybody leaves, which is Sunday morning, all the gates will be open. You can go out gate A, B, well, you can't go out A. You go out B, C, E, and F, I believe, will have open. Let's see. All right. Ulrich is asking, we are first timers and plan to come in on the 18th. We'll be able to pick up our info on the 18th and where. If you are a will call, you'll come in the gate that we asked you to come in. You'll go to the welcome area, which also includes our will call, our arrival, all kinds of stuff. So you'll come in. We will send you, we'll email you something to print out and put in your windshield that says will call. You'll put that in there. When our parking team sees you come in, they're going to send you to a certain area to pick up your will call packet. You'll get that. You'll get everything put on your windshield as we asked, and then you'll go get parked. It's pretty simple. Should take no more than 5-10 minutes at most to take care of that. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Okay, checking for understanding. Car dolly needs to be disconnected prior to entering. Assume there will be a parking area to leave the dolly. Debbie, depending on how big your dolly is, you can probably keep it underneath your RV. You will need to disconnect it. You will need to get your car off the dolly. But if you want to keep the dolly at your spot, you probably can slide it underneath the back of your RV if you want to do that. If you don't want to do that, and depending on where you park, you might not be able to. We will have a location where you can store either your dolly or trailer, whatever it is that you may be towing your car with.
Looks like questions are pretty good.
Kind of there? Okay. That was a lot of questions, and thank you for sending them. That's why we do this, to answer folks' questions. A lot of this stuff, we maybe talked about earlier, or we'll continue to talk about it as we go through here. But getting the questions from you guys out of the way is great. And hopefully we got the answers to you. If you have additional questions, even when we're not doing this, we've said it a couple times already, convention@fmca.com, or give us a call, and we'll be happy to answer any of your questions. These things got really dirty. Barbie, I'm tired of talking. You get started.
All right. So the big question sometimes is, what time do you park? What are the hours? So basically we start every morning at 8 o'clock and we end at 5. Of course, we'd love it if you would not show up right at 5. Parkers get kind of tired, but that's your hours of parking, 8 a.m. to 5. If you arrive after 5, you didn't make it, you've gotten traffic, whatever, just go to the welcome area. No matter what gate we say, just go right to the welcome area and stay overnight, no charge, and we'll catch you in the morning.
Right.
If you come in on Wednesday after 12 and you got really delayed and the show started, come to the welcome area, and there'll be a contact phone number to dial, and someone will come and get you. Do not try to park yourself ever. Just wait for somebody to come and get you, and they will get you parked.
And you won't really know where to go to park when you pull in. So we will have information out there. We'll have a sign out there with the phone number for you to call. So if you do arrive on Wednesday or anytime, past that, you'll come in, you'll see the sign, give them a call, and then someone will meet you at the gate.
And they'll be in a golf cart and they'll lead you to your parking area. They won't just go over here. They will lead you and help and assist you to get parked. Say we did that. Okay, so once you're parked, again, we talked about it. There's a QR code which they'll scan, and that pins you where you are in case there's an emergency. If for some reason you move to another location, be sure you get scanned again, because that will repin you to your new location. Otherwise, you'll be showing up where you were originally. Caravans. I haven't gotten many requests for caravans. Now, the pre-rallies, that's not my concern. But if you're coming in groups, and I'll even say if you have 6 or more, usually it's 10, but please contact the events and get one registered. So I know it helps the parkers plan your arrival. We kind of set a time, make sure that, not everybody's showing up at noon, so that we can park you in a more precise way.
And if you do come in a caravan and you all want to park together, you have to have the same parking. So if you're 30 amps, 50 amps, whatever it is, you have to have the same to park together. And you also have to be there at the same time. We don't typically hold spaces. So if you have 8 RVs in your group and one is lagging behind, but you want to make sure they're parked with you, you're going to have to wait in the holding area until they arrive for y'all to get parked together. It might take a little bit of time. Maybe some of you are coming from different locations and you want to meet, y'all have to be together at the same time to get parked together. Just so you know, there's no confusion about that.
And that's even if there's 2 of you. If you arrive in tandem, you'll be parked. We can't, like Doug said, you can't hold a spot in the middle and then try to squish them in between.
Yeah, it becomes very difficult. And we do have a question about parking. Mr. Richards says, looking at the site layout, are there sites back in or pull it through? It's going to depend on what kind of site you're talking about. We will have some pull throughs. We'll have some back ends. It's also, I can't answer you a specific yes or no to that question because our campground parking is a little bit different throughout. Our 30 amp and 50 amp lots are different. Our general parking lots are a little bit different too. So it just depends on the lot and how we're going to be able to do that. Our parking team will help you park no matter what, whether you're back in or pull through, they'll be there. We don't let anybody park without parking assistance. We don't just send you to a lot and say, get parked. Every person who gets parked gets handled by our parking team.
John and Sharon asked.
Yeah, John Shannon asked, are all the meals on your own or are there any provided with the registration fee? We do have coffee hour on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday mornings. We have an ice cream social on Friday afternoon, but there are no meals provided through the general registration aside from that, what I just mentioned there. Donna said some very nice compliment for us. Thank you, Donna. We do try, we try and be as organized for, both for our purposes and for your purposes. We want to make sure this is a great experience for you when you come to the event.
We've often heard that if you just read and follow what we say, it just goes really, really smoothly. Maybe not 100% of the time, but there is a method to the madness.
Okay, where are we at here?
Your general meal. Okay. So we kind of went through, unless there's any more you want to go in touch with again, but now we're going to talk about activities just briefly.
Okay.
But unless you want to delve into any more parking questions or arrival questions.
I think, read the confirmation packet. That should give you most of the information that you need to arrive at the event. There'll be more things coming to you. If for some reason you're not getting emails from us, and let me tell you, we send out a lot of emails, that means you've opted out. Somewhere along the line, you've opted out of getting email from FMCA. If that's the case, we need to find out. So let us know. I think Kylie probably just put something up on there. Let us know that you have opted out or you're not getting our emails, and we will investigate as to why. Some people, have chosen to opt out of all FMCA emails. They didn't mean to do it, perhaps, but they did. Or maybe they, long time ago, opted out of getting things from conventions or events, and now you're going to one and you're like, how come I'm not seeing all this stuff people are talking about? So make sure you let us know, and we'll make sure that you are getting the email. We more than likely have your email address. It's just a matter of we can't send you an email without your permission. Right?
That's right.
That's right.
And just in case some of you out there are still wanting to volunteer, we need security and seminars right now. We're a little shy on those. So call us or email us and we'll get you connected with a volunteer position.
All right. John and Sharon asked about how long does it take to get the information packet once we send in the registration. We'll be leaving home 3:10. If we get your registrations fairly soon, whether it's today or tomorrow, we will send it out within the week, and then you'll have it within a week. So you'll definitely have it before the beginning of March 10th. Debbie asked, may I ask who you are and your titles? My name is Doug Uhlenbrock, and I'm the director of events, and this is Barb Feiler, and she is the events manager. So we do put a little bit of time into this, and we hope that, what we do and how, we put these things together, you all have a great time. I mean, that's kind of our job. Make sure you guys enjoy the event, you get something out of it. It's 4 days of a lot of RV stuff. And as I mentioned, we will be talking more, and we're going to talk here in a moment about some of the activities that we have going on. But, one of the things that I want to make sure you do, and I've said it before, I want you to go home tired. I want you to be exhausted. I want you to sleep well every night. And if I do that, I think we've done all right.
We did. Just because we don't sleep.
We sleep after we go home.
Oh.
Yeah.
4 days later. 10 days later.
Ted asked, we are registered for the driving course. Will parking and arrival information be available in the packet mailed to us? You should receive you'll receive a packet for your driving information on how to go about doing that, because you'll be coming in a little bit earlier than most folks probably. You'll go to a different location because you will be taking part in the driving school. And then once you get done with the driving school, then you'll be directed to go get parked in your convention location. So you'll actually get 2 sets of information. You get one for the driving class, and then you'll get one for your confirmation packet as well for the convention.
Had we tried to pack the driving information in your packet if it all came together at the same time? So it will be inside, or it's mailed separately if you were to say sign up after we already mailed. So you should get a separate envelope either in the packet or in the mail with just driving school information and different tags and stuff for your.
And if you have any questions about that, or something doesn't look right, or you didn't get it, give us a call and we'll get it straightened out fairly quickly with that. Ted, I do want to make sure you should have received some information or an email from the RV driving school people who request a little bit of other information from you about your RV, about some of the things that they need to know as they prepare. So if you haven't gotten that, please let me know, and we'll make sure that they get your email address so that they can send you the thing, or we'll send you the thing and you can respond to that.
The Campbells got their packet and they're ready.
They are ready.
Very good.
All right, let's talk about some of these activities. One of the things, and this is Barb's deal, so I'm going to let her talk about it because this is kind of her thing. I'll hold the book.
So at every show for the last 12 shows, I've been so lucky to get an author to come and offer a book club for our membership. And it's very popular and a fun thing to do. And it's just been a fabulous thing. And we've just gotten so lucky. Well, this year I have Ann Hillerman. If you're all familiar with Tony Hillerman, that's her dad. And he was a famous author of Western literature, and now his daughter's taking over. She's going to be there in person on Saturday. This is the book. Please, there's a little pre-registration link. It just tells me how many's coming. You don't have to, it's not a big reservation or anything. It just helps me know. And then she will be there. She'll sign, and you can pre-order the book, Amazon. I think there's a bookstore in town in Tucson that's offering it. She'll sign your books. She'll talk. She reads. It's a wonderful program. It's on Saturday, the last day of the show, Saturday from 1:30 to 3:30, and seminar 1. Please attend. You don't have to buy the book. Just come and listen to her speak. It's fabulous when these authors are with us.
It's kind of nice to read the book too.
It is, but no pressure, but just come to it. Driven to Care.
This is something that, when did you start this? 2018?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
In Gillette with Craig. Yeah.
So it's been going on quite a while. As you know, Barb's, she frets and she worries and she figures we're going to have to stop doing it. And then all of a sudden she finds these authors that are great. And they're very enthusiastic about coming out and seeing, folks who have read the book, talking about the book a little bit, getting questions from those who have. And, it's just a fun atmosphere. If you are a reader and if you enjoy, that kind of thing, it's nice to be able to have the author there and kind of get into their head and find out why they did it this way or how they did it. So definitely, if you're into that, read the book and come with your questions, and it'll be a great afternoon. What else do you want to talk about?
Driven to Care.
Okay. This is something that we did start the last time we were in Tucson. We had done some charitable things in the past, but nothing really organized. So we decided let's do some different kind of stuff. So one of the things, it's a two-part, three-part kind of thing. The Driven to Care thing is it's our way of giving back to the community that we're going to. So we do two kind of big things. We do our Magic Mile, and that's on Friday morning, around 8 o'clock. They get this started. Everyone who signs up, you pay $10 and you participate as a walker or a runner. And we have a mile. So you walk a mile, you run a mile around the grounds, wave to people, say hello, It's a really fun atmosphere. People having a great time. They got their dogs. They got, their friends all together. It's a really nice morning, start to the Friday morning. We also do our silent auction. We ask, whether it's just individuals, chapters, exhibitors, whoever, to kind of put together a little something that we can sell. They can donate to us, and we can sell to those who are attending to raise money for the organization. Now, our charity at in Tucson is going to be the Candlelighters, and I don't know the full name. It's a long name.
Candlelighters Childhood Cancer Foundation of South Arizona.
So this is for kids, for families who have children who have cancer or blood disorders, who need help, whether they need financial assistance, whether they need just help with maybe some of the things that they need to do or to get, or for the school or whatever.
You send them to camp.
Yeah, so there's a lot. They do a lot of good work with folks who are presented with just it's a tough situation when a kid gets cancer. It really is. Not as great when anybody does, but when it's a child, and they're young, and this kind of thing comes and gets them, they need some help. So we're reaching out to those folks, and we want to help them as well. So our silent auction, our Magic Mile is going to raise money for these folks, and we've done this for several years now. Everyone we've worked with has been so appreciative of what we do. What you do, it's not necessarily me, it's what FMCA does. So if it's something that you can do either on the donation side or the bidding side, or both, please do. Please consider it. I think we sent an email, or we got an email coming out. When's it coming out this week? Next week?
Yes.
Yes. I know. I looked at it today. You sent it, right?
Oh, did I?
No,
It should be on Monday.
yeah, it's coming out soon. So you'll see some emails coming out about that in the next week or so. Consider helping out. Like I said, it could be a chapter, it could be individual, it could be a couple people, anything of value that you think people would want to purchase. You can donate to us, and we'll make sure it's on our table. I think when we started, we had like maybe 2 or 3 tables. I think we were up to 5 or 6 tables in Gillette.
Crazy. I mean, the items, it's big quart jars of honey from Nevada. I mean, it's just incredible what people bring, and they're just it's been very, very successful. We can't thank you enough. If you could bring your donations by no later than Tuesday to the info center, we'll get you set up, get the bid sheets out, and then we'll run that until Friday at 3, and that'll close the bidding, and then we'll be able to contact you, and you can take your gifts home before
For those with the winning bids.
Yeah, for the winning bidders.
Yep.
And then we present a check to our charity on Saturday.
Saturday, right?
And it's a great event. So thank you.
Okay, a couple of things we do on Tuesday. We're gonna do our first timers, and that starts at 3 o'clock. That's gonna be in Pima Hall. So if you're a first timer, and many of you watching probably are, we're gonna have our first timers orientation. National President Gary Milner will present this. He's done them for the last 3 or 4 conventions, I believe, talking about the things that first timers need to know, the things you should be doing during the event. It's an overview of all the stuff that's going to be happening to kind of give you an idea of where you need to be heading to during the convention. Immediately after that, over in Thurber Hall, we're going to be doing our chapter fair. And this is FMCA, is a large organization, but we also have many, smaller groups called chapters. If you're not familiar, go visit these folks. A lot of them have different things that they do. They're either geographical based or they do things based kind of things. Go see what they got going for you. Maybe that's something as an attendee or an FMCA member that might interest you. I'm not sure how many we have signed up right now. Typically, we have a good number, 50 or 60 chapters there who want to talk about the things that they do. So come join them. Going from that, we do block parties, which is another chapter related thing, and that'll be on Thursday evening. Basically, what it is these chapters that are going to be there are going to have parties. And they're going to invite you to their parties, and you go visit them. We're going to be doing it in Central Park. We're going to be doing it in the Cantina. We're going to be doing it in some of the other parking areas that are close to the Central Park area. So They'll have directions to you. We'll have some information about where these different chapters are having their block parties as well. Fun event that I think you need to go check out if you're not a chapter member. If you are a chapter member and you haven't signed up to do either a chapter fair or block party, get with Penny Gordon-Miller and get signed up. Should be looking forward to hearing from you and getting you involved as well.
No, Debbie, you're not required to be a part of the chapter, but you want to come and see if maybe you want to be part of the chapter, and that's sort of what it's all about. It's kind of let you see what FMCA building.
Yeah, what we're looking to do and what the chapters are looking to do is to greet folks who aren't chapter members and kind of give them a little bit of a taste of what they do and who they are when they get together. Typically, chapters have multiple rallies throughout the years when they get together, either at a campground or some other location, to play games, to go on tours, to do things like that. So that's the kind of stuff that they'll be talking to you about and kind of giving you info about their chapter.
And like chapters could be everybody owns the same kind of RV, like Grand Design could be that type of thing. It's nothing really odd.
Right.
With things. It's like fun stuff.
Right. Exactly.
Maybe you all like four-wheeling where you like fiber arts.
They have the diesel RV chat,
Yeah.
They are folks who all have diesel RVs, but they also do a lot of the similar things, together, and they do when they get together for some of their chapter rallies, they have seminars from people who do diesel RV stuff. So there's all kinds of different chapters for different things.
Yeah.
Right. One more thing. Let's stick with the chapters just for a minute.
Okay.
On Saturday, we're going to have our La Puesta del Sol.
Yeah.
And that's the sun going down, unfortunately, which will be we're going to have our parade that night. So we'll have a parade, and then that'll go straight into our chapter fest, which will be at Central Park and the Cantina area. We'll have some entertainment going on. So it's a kind of a last hurrah kind of thing before everybody goes home on Sunday morning. So there'll be more information coming off about that, both in the program, in e-blasts and things like that. So, we want the chapters. We want folks to be involved with the not only the parade, but this chapter fest thing. It's just a fun event that we want people to be involved with. We did a similar type thing in Gillette, and it went over really well. So we're bringing it back here, and hopefully it'll be just as good in Tucson. Now we can get to pickleball. Bill Knopp and his wife, I can't remember her name now. I'm sorry. I think is it Debbie? I think it is. They're part of the Arizona pickleball chapter, first one in FMCA, and they're going to be there doing instruction. We're going to have open play throughout the event, Tuesday through Saturday. If you're a pickleball player, we will have courts set up. It's going to be in Bud Gardens, which is kind of near the main stage area, if you're familiar with the facility. So please, if you're a pickleball player, bring your equipment, bring your shoes, and you can play throughout the event. We are going to have on Wednesday through Friday, we're going to have some instructional in the morning and then open play in the afternoon. On Tuesday and Saturday, it's open instruction all night or all day, or open play all day.
You have to sign up for the instructions. There's only so many slots, so come to the information center for signups.
If you want it, they'll be happy to show you how pickleball works. We'll have equipment there, so if you never played pickleball before, we'll have paddles, we'll have balls there that you can, you learn how to play. And then, Bill and Debbie, they do a great job with our members and those who don't know pickleball, kind of getting them to know the sport, some of the rules, how to hit the ball, all that kind of stuff. So please, if you're interested in it, this is a place to go. They're great with the folks who are kind of newbies to the sport.
General entertainment will be.
Yeah, we have information on the website about all the entertainment we have. We have daytime stuff running in Central Park. We'll have some evening stuff on the main stage. So check that all out. It's too much to talk about here. We'll talk about a little bit more of that kind of stuff in our next gathering. What is it? End of February?
February 28th.
There you go, February 28th. I knew it.
We have some great sponsors at this event. Be sure to thank them. But one is we have a stargazing this year with the Tucson Amateur Astronomy Club, and they'll be on our property 2 nights, Thursday and Friday, at dark. And that's also limited to 60 people per night. Sign up in the info center.
Yeah, and that will be where we're going to be doing that is kind of in the southwest corner of the green lot by gate F, and you'll see this when you see your map. We'll have it indicated there. It is part of the tram route, so if you are parked not close to that, pardon me, you can get on a tram and get a ride out there. Some people will be parked close enough that they'll be able to walk, but for those who aren't, they can get a ride over there. So that's our stargazing. We also have lots of crafts. At one point, I think when we started planning this, Barb was worried that we weren't going to have any crafts. We've got so many flipping crafts.
Flipping crafts.
That, ladies are going to have a hard time figuring out which ones they want to do because we do have so many. That's going to happen. Signups Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock. Until it is sold out, or until 11 o'clock or so when we need to start moving the room around. So if you're interested in that type of thing, check it out. What we're going to be offering on the digital program when that's available. Come over on Tuesday and check out what's going to be available. We'll have some pictures available and maybe some crafts that have already been done that you can take a look at if that's something that you're interested in, and then be ready on Wednesday morning to come over and sign up.
Seminars.
Go ahead.
Lots of seminars. We're doing it a little differently this year, though. Seminars will end. It's 2:30 to 3:30 will be the last seminars this year. So it's been a really tight schedule. Thank you very much. But I got everybody in. Still got a few calls coming in. I may have to have a wait list, but we're getting very creative.
Yes, we are.
With the seminars. It's full all over the board, all types of things. When you get your digital program, kind of sit down with it, start looking things over, what your interests are. They're all tagged if they're featured, technical, product specific, educational. If they're FMCA based, you can kind of filter out what your needs are and what you want to see. But there's plenty of them, but we're going to end each day at 3:30 to give you a little more time to get kind of transitioned in your evening mode. Yeah.
So. One of the things that people were, I wouldn't say they're complaining, but they're saying they felt rushed in the evening. So they get out of a seminar at 5 o'clock and we're asking them to come back for entertainment at 7 or something like that. So they have very little time to do things. So we're going to give this a try, see how it works. And everything at 3:30. We'll typically have some entertainment at that point to kind of lead you into the evening. And then, once we get towards whatever we're doing at night, we are kind of, because Tucson gets dark so early at that time of the year, we're starting things a little bit earlier. Our evening entertainment will be starting at 7 instead of 7:30. And then, we're doing some other things that are starting a little bit earlier. Just so we can, use as much of the daylight as we can before it starts getting dark. I'm a big fan of doing things when it's light out. I'm not for safety more than anything. So I like to get as much stuff, people moving and things as we can during daylight hours.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned too, going back to crafts, that the men are more than welcome to sign up for crafts too.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's not just a women's thing. It is. Yeah. And that we do kind of direct it that way, but yeah, anyone involved can go do the crafts.
Will there be display RVs that we can tour?
Absolutely. We will have RVs from a number of different dealers. And Tucson does have a nice array of dealers. They'll be bringing RVs to the event that you can walk through, and there'll be more information about that. It's on the website right now, and then there'll be more information about who's bringing what in the program.
Is there anything I don't want to get into wrapping that up, but I just want to see if there's anything else we need them to.
Steve,
talk about those pets and dogs and goats.
Let me answer Steve real quick. Steve said he has had trouble
The Tumblr link.
getting the Tumblr link online. We'll get that rectified and give you a call there, Steve. We are not going to have those for on-site sale. So if you do want to get one of those, we are going to have to pre-order it. But we'll make sure that you're contacted and we find out what's going on with why the link isn't working online.
We put the link again in the chat.
Yeah, I just sent him a link.
Oh, you did?
Another one.
Yeah. So have
it
him,
working?
yeah, it worked for me.
Okay.
So have him try it again.
Yeah, go ahead and try it again. They're saying that it is working for them here. So for some reason, let us if you continue to have problems, let us know. We'll make sure that you get that purchase if you're looking to get one. All right, what are we talking about now?
Well, we kind of went through a lot of this information. I don't want to have to repeat it.
Okay.
But if you need to cancel, don't. No, if you need to cancel, email. It's not a website. It's not a space. It's an email like you're writing to Doug or writing to me. It's cancel@fmca.com. That's it. Tell us that you need to cancel. Now, because we've mailed the packets out, now you have to return the packet to us. So it's like returning the shirt to the store. So just return the packet back to us and then we'll process your refund. No problem. There is a magic date, February 28th.
I believe so.
For no refund for electric. Okay, this is important to know. No refund for electric if you can't, because I've committed and we paying for it now. So it's done. So February 28th, magic date. Try to cancel before that if you're thinking of canceling. Otherwise, you'll get your registration fee less $50 back, and that would be it.
This is something new that we worked with our convention committee, and they looked at things that were happening in the past and how much money we were actually losing, unfortunately, on cancellations. And most of it was through electric costs. So it's unfortunate that we have to do this, but we do order electric at a certain point. And at that time, once we order that electric, we're kind of locked in. If you are, I don't want to hear anybody has to cancel. And I know a lot of folks do cancel because of either health or travel or other related problems. If that's going to happen, please, do so before that date. And if you're after that date, I'm sorry that we're going to have to do that. So.
And if you're bringing pets, we're in a desert location. The desert has flora that's not pet friendly. It's not human friendly, some of it. So we ask that you think about this in advance. The grounds have promised that the areas we're going to park will be cleared, but you can't control this always. So we recommend, and a lot of folks may know, boots, pet paw protectors, kind of heavy duty ones because the goat heads and cactus that it's sometimes will penetrate the lesser brands or quality.
I was out there last week and didn't see any goat heads anywhere in the areas that we're going to be parking. Now, I can't promise you that will be the case in a couple weeks or a couple months. We are working with the grounds. They are doing everything they can to make sure that this is not a problem. I know a lot of folks had issues with it last time. A lot of folks didn't. It just kind of depended, I think, on where you're parking. And I don't believe the areas that were the worst offenders or had the worst problem we're going to be using this time. So, but like Barb said, please understand that we are trying and the grounds are trying to get rid of this, but it is a weed. It's an invasive weed. And we're doing our best to make sure that it is not part of our event.
So on that, if there isn't any more questions, we want to talk about
A couple more things. I know earlier we talked about the app. We will be sending out an email and we'll be sending out, there is some information, I believe, in the confirmation guide about the text messaging system. Please get on these text message systems, app notifications. It's our way, and we were never able to do this before. get you information immediately about either things that are changing, weather issues, whatever it is that we need to communicate with you immediately, we can do so using the app and the text messaging system. We also have our newsletter that we do every on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday mornings, which has a lot of information in that as well. And we certainly want you to pick those up because there's some good stuff in there, especially about maybe changes to seminars and stuff like that. But for immediate things, sign up for the text messaging system, sign up for the app, get the app, sign up for the notifications so you can stay on top of all the things that are happening during the event.
And it's not just it's used for a lost pet or lost people, even we've had to use it for. So it's definitely a very advantageous thing to have for us.
Right. We mentioned the digital program is coming out hopefully within the week. I expect next week we'll be able to send something out to folks. One of the things that's kind of cool that we've been doing, and this will be our fourth one,
Yep.
is our Friday Fuel Fiesta. And that's when Barb acts crazy and we give away 2 $300 gift cards. Shade Pro has been nice enough to help us out and sponsor this event. And it's worked out. It's going to work out great for those who win, obviously. So we'll be doing that this Friday on February 2nd, 3:00.
Yep.
So join us. See if you can win one of those gift cards. I want to win one of the gift cards, quite honestly. I don't think I'm entering.
I removed everyone you put in.
Oh, you did? I thought I was being so sneaky.
Yeah.
So, make sure you check that out on Friday, 3:00, back here on this Facebook here thing. And then we'll be doing this again. And we'll be having more fun on the next one. It won't be so serious.
Yeah, we'll have more. Yeah, this is all business.
This was all business today.
And
so.
yes, e-bikes are allowed. You have to go 5 miles. You have to keep on the rules.
Right. Oh, one other thing I do want to mention. I think we sent something out. If you are interested in getting a golf cart for yourself, you must register for it ahead of time. So go online. We have some information in the Info Central place, and we've sent out an email, and I'm sure we'll send out another one before the deadline is reached. To make sure that if you're interested, you certainly don't have to. The grounds aren't that big, and we do have transportation available for folks. But if for some reason you want to get a golf cart, you will need to do this ahead of time. There will be no on-site rentals. So make sure you take care of it then. What else we need to talk about? We're an hour and a half in. How the heck do we get an hour and a half in? We've been sitting here that long.
Jeez.
Austin's over there napping.
You just been talking.
Let's see. Seminars or volunteer. We talk about volunteers.
Yep. Seminar and security if you want to help out.
We've got a lot.
Seminar's kind of fun. You can just go to your seminar and monitor it. And
right. There's seminars that you
Win-win.
want to go to. You can sign up to be the monitor at that seminar. So it's kind of a win-win. I believe we sent something out not too long ago about volunteering. So there's an email sent out. If you didn't get that, obviously you're not getting our emails. Let us know. And we'll make sure you're fixed up so you can start getting our emails. But if you are interested in volunteering, send us an email at convention@fmca.com and we will get you volunteer. As I say that, if you're a first timer, we don't encourage first timers to volunteer because you got so much other stuff going on. So if you are a first timer, kind of, take that with a grain of salt. You probably don't want to volunteer. If you've been around a while and you kind of know the system, give us a call if you're interested, and we'll make sure or send us an email, and we'll get you set up for a volunteer opportunity.
but our first timers, it is probably best to do seminars. I would think. If you're going to do, if you want to do it, we don't want to push you.
Yeah, if you're a first timer and you want to volunteer, seminars is a great opportunity because you're going to go to it anyway.
Right.
So, what else? Kylie, we got anything else?
I
think
think
so.
we have covered like
You guys
Kylie put this sheet together. Look how many things are on this flipping sheet.
flipping.
This dang flipping thing again.
She keeps us in line though.
She does.
It's really helpful.
I know.
She's done much better.
All right.
All right.
Take a breath and say goodbye.
So long.
Y'all have a great week. Hopefully it's not snowing where you're at.
Oh, wait.
What? We got
E-bike sales. Under FMCA.com menu, drop down events,
exhibitor directory.
exhibitor directory. All the exhibitors are listed, and then they'll be out. You'll see them all in the program, which will be out in a little bit.
Right.
Anything else there?
Nope.
That's it.
Good. Okay.
Well, I hope you all learned something today. I sure did. Have a great weekend. We'll see you in about 48 hours on
Friday. God. Fuel Fiesta.
My son's having a baby tomorrow, maybe. Well, he's not.
It's gonna be Grandpa.
He's not having the baby, but you know,
Right.
that kind of thing. So I might not be here Friday. You might be on your own.
Oh, yes.
I'll have the bar.
Austin's he's gonna take my place.
Is he?
You can just say you're
you
me.
wear the
People are like,
sign?
what happened to Doug? He got in the gym.
No, they'd say he looks better.
I'm sure. There's no doubt about that.
Thank
right.
you, everyone.
Everybody have a
Really
great
appreciate it.
afternoon. We'll talk to you soon.
Give us a call if we can help.
Yep.